Hi, everyone, and welcome to the group. I am so excited to have you here. So this week is what's called your prep week. So this week, we're going to be talking about the on-demand, your program, the containers, what comes with it, where to find extra resources, your nutrition plan, where to find all those things. We're going to talk a little bit more about your goals, setting specific goals for these next 30 days. We're going to talk about, Shakeology, how to make Shakeology. Listen, I thought it was shit when I first tried it. Like, I'll be really honest with you, right? You need to have a blender, you need to mix it up. We'll talk more about that on that day. But you got to give it time because your taste buds are so used to crap that it's not used to something that doesn't have any extra sugars or artificial sweeteners in it. So it's going to take time for your taste buds to adjust to those things. Okay. It's also, we're going to talk about a few more things along the way, cheating and different things like that. Come the weekend, we're going to talk about your meal plan, making sure you have your meal plan done. I want to see those meal plans so that I can help you make any adjustments if you need to make any adjustments, okay? I'm here to answer your questions. Please know, all my coaching happens in the group. So take advantage of that. And when I say take advantage of that, I mean you need to be showing up. You need to be posting every day about what you're doing, posting your after workout selfie, posting your food, talking to us. If you're having a stressful day and having a really bad day, talk to us. Use the group so that we can help you. We can talk you down off that ledge. That's what we're here for. That's where the accountability comes into play, okay? For the people that show up, I've noticed this over my last 2.5 years of doing this. For anyone that shows up in the group every day, you're posting, you're encouraging other people, you're commenting on other people's posts, you're helping them get through what they need to get through. The more you participate in the group, the more you get out of it, the more it holds you accountable, and the more likely you're going to reach your goals, okay? So don't disappear on me, all right? I will come find you. I will come find you. So let's talk what comes with our package. So most of you nowadays are set up with what's called our annual all access pass, okay? And the annual all access pass actually gives you access to over 600 workouts, every single workout Beachbody has ever made, plus any new releases that are coming out. There's a new release coming out later in October, there's one coming out in November, and there's a brand new kick-ass one coming out in January. So basically, what does that mean for you? It means you never have to buy anything ever again. That's it. It's one and done. You're done. Okay? And it's annual, right? So traditionally before, people used to pay 4 times a year, right? 4 times a year for the same access. Now you only pay once a year. So it actually saves you quite a bit of money by having it just the once a year. Also, what's going to come, so when you get your package in the mail, you will have all these handy dandy little color containers. Now, I know when I first got these, I'm going to be super honest, when I first got these, I was like, holy shit, I'm going to starve. I'm going to starve. This is all I got to eat. Oh my God, I can't do this. I freaked out. I cried. I totally had a meltdown. With mine, I got this little booklet, the 21-Day Fix Plan. I remember reading it and thinking, this is in Chinese. I can't understand a word that's in here. I have no idea what's going on. Like, I just was like ready to give up on that first night. I was like, I can't do this, right? But I persevered, did a few Google searches, I figured some shit out, and now I'm here to help you guys, all right? So, 1, you get enough of these. You will not starve, I promise you. Here's a tip. Do not, everyone starts this and first thing they think is they're going to starve. So they hoard all their containers to the end of the day. And then they get to the end of the day and they're like, oh my God, I'm so full, I can't eat these containers. Don't do that. Really stagger your containers out through the day. And we'll talk more about that when we start talking about the meal plan and how to structure your meal plans, okay? But each one represents, you know, the green one is your vegetables. The purple one is your fruits. The yellow one is your carbs. The red one is your proteins. The blue one is all your healthy fats, like your avocados and cheese and your whole nuts, things like that, and hummus, right? And then the orange is for your seeds and your dressings. So all your salad dressings are in here, any type of seeds like sunflower seeds or any crushed peanuts. Whole peanuts would go in here, whole almonds go in here, sliced almonds would go in here. So if it's a whole nut, it goes in here. If it's sliced up or chopped, it goes in here, okay? So big things to keep in mind is that use these containers. Do not think for 1 minute, because I know a lot of people do, you think you're too good for the containers. It's okay. You think you're too good for the containers. You think they're cheesy and you're like, I don't understand how these are going to help me. But I promise you, these act almost like measuring cups, okay? They're going to teach you what a proper portion is. What a proper portion is. Without weighing your food, without having to guess the calories, without having to count calories, without having to count points, without having to track macros and micros and all that shit. It really, really simplifies it for you. It dumbs it right down. If it fits in this container, you eat it. That's it. No more. End of discussion. Don't need to know what the calories are. You don't need to know that. Okay? So it's all gonna be explained in your materials that you get. You don't get a booklet. It's all online. Okay? But I'm just showing you because I have it in the booklet. It's easier to show you. Plus, you're going to get your first 30-day bag of Shakeology. So if you got the bag, it's 30 days. If you got the like the triple pack, it's only 24 servings, okay? So what happens is you have your first 30-day bag, and then your next 30-day bag will ship out before you're done this one. You should never have Shakeology left over. If you have Shakeology left over at the end of the month, then you're not using it every day. This is designed to be used every day in your meal plan. So if you have Shakeology left over, then that tells me straight away that you're not following your meal plan. Therefore, you're not going to see the results you want, okay? Every day, one a day. You can, yes, have 2 a day if you want. That's totally up to you, but 1 a day is recommended. You can either have it as it is on its own. Like if I was just to take a scoop of this, mix it with water, it would only be a snack. It would only be worth a snack. If I take this and I put some veg into it, if I take a veg into it, I put a fruit into it, maybe take some teaspoons of some things in there and put in there. If I really bulk it up, then it becomes a meal replacement, okay? But on its own, it's not designed as a meal replacement. It's only designed as a snack. There are over 70 plus superfoods in here. What the hell does that mean to you? It means it's going to help you get healthy. And when I say healthy, I mean healthy from a cellular level, deep down. Most of our anxiety, our stresses, all of the pain that we feel in our body, that all comes from a cellular level. The inflammation that's in our body. This is designed to help your muscles recover after your workout so you're not so sore anymore. It's going to help you with, past challengers. It's helped them come off their blood pressure medication. It's helped them get off their pain meds. It's helped them with their migraines. It's helped them with their allergies. It helps them not be sick. I haven't been sick in 2 years. I haven't been sick in 2 freaking years. I don't get sick anymore. I might get a stuffy nose in the first day in that, but it's gone after like a day or 2. I don't get sick like I used to at all. I never get sick anymore. It's because of this, because I'm actually getting healthy. My hair looks better. My skin has cleared up. My nails grow better. It's because you're getting healthier from the inside. Okay. So I thought it tasted like shit when I first tried it. I really did. It took me a good week before I found a recipe and a combination that I really liked. You cannot, please do not ever take a scoop of this, put it in a shaker cup with water and just shake it. It'll taste like crap. Do not do it. It has to be blended, okay? But we'll talk about Shakeology on another day because I don't want to get too off topic here. But Anyway, so what I want to show with you, I'm going to share my screen with you and show you how to find the on-demand and how to find your program, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. So this is the first one. Okay, so first thing you should be is go to the main teambeachbody.com page, okay? When you get to this page, you're going to go up to the left-hand side and you're going to see the words Beachbody On Demand. You're going to click that, okay? Then it's going to bring you into this screen. Now, up in the right-hand corner, you might have to log in. So make sure you're logged in, and you log in with the same name and password that you did when you first set everything up, okay? So when you're in here, you have access to everything when you're in here. So depending on which program you're doing, and if you don't know which program you're doing, then make sure you speak to me, because I'm sure I would have recommended a program for you. And if I haven't recommended a program for you, then please make sure you reach out so that I can match you up with a program that's going to help you hit your goals and that you're going to have fun doing. Because I want to make sure people are doing programs that they actually look forward to doing, okay? Because your workout should be fun. It shouldn't be something that you go like, oh crap, I got to work out today. No, it's like, yes, I get to work out today. It's all what you tell your mind. If you talk to your mind in a positive way, your mind will go where you tell it. So if you're always talking positive to yourself, your mind will always go to the positive first, okay? So stay positive when it comes to your workouts and eating clean. So for most people, generally most people are going to be doing the 21-day fix plan, or you might be doing the shift shop plan. So if we're doing the 21-day fix plan, I don't know why this is doing this to me all of a sudden. I'm getting all these spammy pop-ups all of a sudden, like just all of a sudden. And of course, this will happen when I'm recording. Okay, so you're going to go into your 21-day fix. All right. So if you notice here on the screen, it says a workout list. There's all your workouts are all listed there for you, okay? You want to come over here to this one that says program materials. This is where you want to start. So you're going to come in program materials. Then you got to start here. So you're going to start there. Then you're going to go into your workout calendar. Please note, there is a workout calendar for every program. It's designed for a reason. So please follow the workout calendar the way it's laid out. Not just what workout you feel like doing, it's the way it's laid out. Because it's laid out in a certain way so that you're not working the same muscles every day. It's alternating between muscle groups so that it's hitting your whole body and you're not just hitting one muscle every day, because that's too much. You need to let your muscles need to have at least 24 to 48 hours in between working them out for them to repair and rebuild properly. Okay, so for 21-day fix, there's your calendar. It shows you Monday to Saturday exactly what you're doing. On days 15 to 21, if you want to do doubles, you can. It shows you that, okay? We've got some tally sheets there if you want to do your tally sheets. It's got your food list here and your eating plan. So you want to go into your eating plan. So there's the eating plan. Hey, that's the booklet that I just showed you. I got the book in my hand. You got the book right here, okay? So you can print it out or you can do it online, whichever you want to do. But you're going to come in here, and the first thing you want to do is you're going to read it all cover to cover first, okay? Then you're probably going to have a mild freak out. You're going to feel overwhelmed, and then you're going to relax for a minute. This is all about taking it one step at a time. That's why we have a week to get prepared for this, okay? It's taking it one step at a time. You can only do what you can do. So when most people start, here's what happened. People start and they want to go from A to Z, boom, right off the bat, right? You just want to like, boom, you rush right into it. You get so sore after the first day, you don't want to do the next workout. You're just like 120 miles an hour, right? You need to slow down and just go from A to B first. A to B, A to B, A to B. When you get that down, then you go A to C, A to C, A to C, and then add the next thing on, okay? So this week is all about getting used to where to find your program, where to find your meal plan, read over your meal plan, start learning about putting a meal plan together. We're going to talk about goals. This is what this week is for, is to get us just to ease into things, okay? And then next week, you're going to start where you can start. So you have to be, I would say, very honest with yourself when you start day one. If it's been a while since you've worked out, then don't push yourself to the limit of hurting yourself. Make sure you follow the modifier, okay? What you do is maybe the first day you follow the modifier, get used to the moves. Maybe you jump in and do 30 seconds at the full move and then do 30 seconds at the modified move and go back and forth for the day so you get the feel of it. And then on day 2, you can push yourself a little bit more. On day 3, you can push yourself a little bit more. And then the following week, boom, you go all in on the second week, right? But ease into it. There's no rush here. There's absolutely no rush here, okay? So you're going to read this all over, and then you're going to come here to this page, which is page 6. So page 6 is how you find your calorie bracket, what calorie bracket you're going to fall into, right? So you're going to take your weight, you're going to times it by 11. Then you're going to add 400, and then you're going to minus 750 off for weight loss, okay? And that's your calorie target. So you're going to take that number, and then you're going to come down here and see which plan you fall in. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, or Plan D. So let's say you fall into Plan A. Then Plan A is going to tell you exactly how many of these containers you get to eat for the entire day, which means that as long as you are eating within these containers, so as long as you eat every single container that's on this list all day, at whatever point during the day, that means you will fall within your calorie range. So as long as you stay in your calorie range, then you're perfect. So you don't got to be at 1,200 every single day. You don't got to be at 1,300 every single day. Some days you might be at 1,250. Some days you might be at 1,400. Some days you might be at 1,350. That's okay. You don't need to know those numbers. It takes the stress out of this, right? As long as you're eating your containers for the day, you are fine, okay? So this is going to tell you, Plan A, you get to have 3 servings of vegetables a day. You get to have 2 servings of fruit a day. You get to have 4 servings of proteins a day, and one of those is your Shakeology. You get to have 2 yellows for the day. You get to have 1 healthy fat, and you get to have 1 of the seeds and dressings for the day. And you also get 2 teaspoons for the day, which is like your peanut butters or mayo or real butter or your oils and that. Okay, so there you're going to find your Plan A. So then you find Plan A. Then you're going to come down through here. So there's some daily tally sheets for you if you want to use those. You're going to come down, keep coming. Now you're going to come into the containers. So green container. Here's all the veggies that you can have with the green container. Now, basically, no vegetable is off limit. All veggies are good to go. And if you're going to go over on any container, going over on your vegetable container is fine, okay? Going over on your vegetable container is totally fine. So here's your list, kale, watercress, and it's all on here, all the way down here. Notice a banana, where is it at? Oh no, it's under fruit, sorry. So these are all of them. So another thing to note when you look at these food lists, everything at the top half of this is the top, it's usually the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right, like to there, is the most nutritious, which means it's the best that you can be eating on your meal plan if you're looking for results, okay? The rest are perfectly fine, but these top ones are the ones that are the most nutritious for your body, okay? So those are your veggies. So the first thing I would say to someone to go through here, go through this list and just mark off all the things that you don't like, right? Cross off all the things that you are allergic to or you would never ever eat, you just don't like. Cross it all off. And what you're left with is everything you can have. Then you come down to your purple container. So here's all your fruits that you can have. Again, everything at the top of this list is the most nutritious you can have, okay? So make sure you keep an eye out here. See banana? Only a half a banana is actually one serving of fruit is a half a banana. So the idea is because even though fruits are natural sugars, it doesn't matter. Your body can only handle so much sugar, even if it's a natural sugar. As soon as it gets too much sugar in the system, it immediately turns into fat. Whether it's a good sugar or a bad sugar, it immediately turns to fat, okay? Your body can't process more than it can handle. So there's your fruits. Then you come into your red containers. So here's all your red containers. Again, at the top of the list is your most nutritious. Shakeology is on your list in here, okay? So just keep an eye on this. So again, go through this list and cross off the things that you would never eat. And then you're left with things that you would eat, okay? So that makes creating your meal plan down the road a hell of a lot easier for you, okay? Like goat. I'm probably never going to eat goat, but it's on the list, all right? Sardines is the very first thing on here. I would never eat a sardine. I don't know if I'd eat one if my life depended on it, but it's on the list, right? So it's there. So you can go through this list again, cross off the things that you would never eat, and then you're left with things that you can have. Again, here's your yellow containers. So when people always hear me say, you know, everything's allowed on this meal plan, everything is allowed on this meal plan. It's all about portions, okay? So if you're a meat and potatoes kind of person, okay, that's fine. Potatoes are on here. There's sweet potatoes there, and there's potato mashed right there. Potatoes are on here. Your protein, you just saw that meat was on there, and vegetables are on there. You can have meat and potatoes every night, but you're going to start eating the proper portion of what you should be having, okay? That's the key here. So things like everyone has beans. Well, beans a carb. Corn on the cob, that's a carb. So think about our plates in the summertime. They're loaded with like these big ass baked potatoes loaded with sour cream and bacon, and we got corn and we got beans and we got all this stuff. That's like carb upon carb upon carb upon carb, right? So you're going to just learn how to eat properly. So if you look down at the bottom, look, there's your oatmeals, pasta, crackers, cereal, bread, pita bread, waffles, pancakes, English muffins, bagels, tortillas. Everything is on this list. Again, what you have to just be aware of is that these top ones up here are the most nutritious ones you can have. However, those other things are on there. So like I said, see there's corn tortillas on there, 6 small. Well, if you buy the corn tortillas, then you can be eating nachos because corn tortillas are on here. So that's a yellow. Ground beef is on here. So that's a red. Cheese is on here. That's a blue, right? Boom, there's some nachos. It just takes thinking outside the box a little bit for these things. Also, your yellow would be considered a treat swap. So let's say you're out, you want to have a piece of birthday cake. It's someone's birthday. You want to have a piece of birthday cake. Okay, well, cut yourself a slice that you would normally have, and then cut that in half again. And take the half of a normal slice that you would have. And then that piece of cake is now a yellow container. So you just need to factor that in your meal plan. You want to have a glass of wine? Okay, have a glass of wine. But that's a yellow container. You need to factor that into your meal plan. So that means if you want to have a glass of wine Friday night, that means for Friday supper, maybe you don't have a carb at supper time. Maybe you don't have a carb at lunchtime, so you can have that glass of wine at nighttime. If you want to stay on track in your meal plan, that's how you do it. You make little adjustments and tweak it so that you can still enjoy the things you want to enjoy, okay? And let's face it, sometimes I'll give up a potato if I can have a glass of wine. Come on now. Your blue containers, there's your avocados, your almonds, your cashews, your hummuses, your feta cheeses, your mozzarella cheeses. There's all your cheeses and everything. Everything's in there. Your orange container, that's your pumpkin seeds, your sunflower seeds, flax seeds, all of those. Coconut, unsweetened coconut, and all your dressings on that one, okay? So there's your teaspoons. It tells you what your teaspoons are. That's your nut butters, your peanut butters, your almond butters are all in here. So that's all on there. And keep coming down here. There's some beverages, substitutions. There's your treats. So there was your treats, right? 3 times a week, you can replace your yellow container with a treat. Only 3 times a week, right? So you got to remember that. Water. So there's all your free foods. So here's a bunch of Beachbody water bar, a bunch of free foods here. So all your spices and things like that are all free foods. So use up the spices, use it up, right? So there's a bunch of stuff on here that you can read through and look over. And then from there, so there's all your meal plans, all of that stuff's in there, okay? Then from there, if you go back on the main page, you can come down and there's a little thing called the Fixate Cooking Show. You can go into the Fixate Cooking Show. And now look, there's all kinds, look at all these recipes that are in here. All kinds of recipes. So what I discovered was, if you go over to program materials, and they got the grocery list there, and they got Fixate recipes, and you click on Fixate recipes, there's 156 pages in here. Look at all these recipes. There's so many recipes in here. Breakfast recipes, supper recipes, baba ganoush. Oh my God, I love baba ganoush. You know, sides and snack recipes, soups and salads, sauces and dressings, desserts and cocktail recipes, Shakeology recipes. There's so many recipes. So when you go into something like that, this is a risotto. So if you see it right here, it shows you your container equivalent. So it shows you exactly how it fits into your meal plan. Okay, so that's in there. If you go into, I'm not in our group. Let me see if I can log in here quickly. So you're in our group. If you go under photos, albums, these how-to videos. So click on that. So now, in here you have how-to videos. You have most popular recipes and meal plans, Beachbody sample meal plans, Shakeology recipes, understanding the containers. There are, if you click on this, so there's understanding the containers, you click on this, there is Fixate, the Fixate on-demand videos. There's the Fixate Hub, understanding the 21-day fix containers, 3 steps for a successful 21-day fix meal planning, 5 tools to keep you on track. There is so many things in here. Like there's so many things in here, right? So here's the Hub, which is like your one-stop shop for everything that's 21-day fix, right? Getting started with the control, what the portion control containers are, like it's all in here. There's so many resources available to you that there's so much. There's so much. You can also go under here on the main Team Beachbody page again and go under Eat Smart and go under Recipes. I didn't know what that is or where that just came from. Okay. Let's try this again. Main page, Eat Smart, Recipes. Okay. Now look at all the recipes you got. Dinners, lunches, snacks, desserts, breakfast, soups, Shakeology, vegan, salads, vegetarian. Again, you go under here, you'll see the recipe, and it will give you the container breakdown, okay? There's all kinds of things in here. You can go under here, there's all kinds of fitness, there's all kinds of articles, nutrition facts, cooking tips, healthy eating, cheats and treats, getting started. There's all kinds of information in here, okay? So what I'm saying is there's all kinds of things for you to be looking at. So take this week to go through and just play. Go in and play around. Go watch some of those videos. Go learn some things this week, okay? It will really help you going down the road. What else was I going to say? Oh, my biggest recommendation. I know we all like to see recipes and we all like playing with new meal plans and that, like recipes and stuff like that. But here's what I'm going to tell you. This is from my own experience, and this is what I always like everyone to do when they first start. When you first get started, this is going to be so overwhelming for you. Learning how to create a meal plan, using these containers, getting these workouts in, it's all going to be new to you. It's going to be overwhelming, and that's okay. So what I would recommend is this. Ignore those recipes for now, okay? Ignore them. Keep to the basics. And when I say basics, I mean for supper, keep it basic. Carb, meat, veg. Carb, meat, veg. Keep it simple for yourself. Keep it simple for your family until you guys get used to the flow of things, till you get used to these containers, till you get used to creating your meal plan. Until you get used to them, I would give it this first group, these first 30 days, just take time to get used to it and slowly, maybe once a week, once a week, introduce one recipe, maybe just a new lunch idea for the week or something, or a new breakfast idea for the week, or a new supper that week, but just one idea. I stick to the same meal plan all week because that makes it easy for me and it makes it easy for me to meal prep. I'm lazy, hashtag. So it keeps it easy. Lately, I've been doing Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays are all one, and then Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays are all another meal plan. So so I switch it up. So each day, every second day, I'm having something different, right? So that's been working for me on these last couple of weeks. So keep it simple. If you like eating the same breakfast all week, then eat the same breakfast all week. So what I used to do when I very first started, this is what I did. I had my Shakeology for breakfast. I ate the same morning snack every week, and I ate the same afternoon snack every week. So I would eat the same lunch and the same dinner all week, and then the following week, I would just simply switch up my lunch and dinner. And then the following week, I would just change up my lunch and dinner. And then every now and then, like every new month that would start, I would switch up my morning snack and my afternoon snack. But for like the month that I was doing the group, I would keep those things the same because it made it easy for me. It made it easy for me to meal plan. It was like 3 meals I didn't have to think about. All I had to do was figure out my lunch and my suppers for the week. That was it. So when you first get started, you're going to be like, fuck this. This is too hard. It's not. It's like anything. Everything is going to seem hard. It's going to feel hard when you first start. But as you get doing it and as you keep going week after week, it gets easier and easier and easier and easier. And then you get to the point like me, 2.5 years down the road, now I have like 200 meal plans done because I've kept every meal plan I've done every week. I've kept every single one of them. I really should create a book, but I've got every single meal plan I've ever created. So now I don't have to think about it. If I want to be lazy on a Sunday, all I got to do is come in my office here, pick up a meal plan that I had 3 weeks ago, and go get my groceries. That's it. Done. I don't got to think about it anymore. You'll get there too, but don't rush yourself. There is no rush, okay? That's what I'm here for, to help you, okay? So if you have questions, please do not at any time hesitate to ask your questions. There is no such thing as a stupid question, only the one you don't ask, right? So ask your questions. I prefer that you guys ask your questions in the group because when you're asking your questions in the group, that means everyone gets the benefit of the answer. And it's quite possible that your question might be something someone didn't even think about, or your question is going to make them think of a question, right? So everyone gets the benefit from those questions and answers in the group. It's also the same as when we get going, there's a reason why I ask everyone to be posting their food and I ask everyone to post their meal plans, because when you guys do that, it gives other people ideas. Think how you like to see what other people are eating, and it gives you ideas. And you're like, oh my God, I want to try that next week. The same thing's going to happen when you post about your meals and your meal plan. Someone's going to be like, oh my God, that looks so good. What is it? Give me the recipe. I want to try it next week. That's when the whole recipe swapping and meal things start happening and things become fun. When you're participating in the group and you're talking to each other and you're supporting each other and commenting and asking questions to each other, that's when the magic happens in these groups, okay? So don't be shy, because I'm not, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that for tonight, and then tomorrow we'll talk on to a new subject, all right? So you guys all have a great night.